5 biblical prophecies of doom. Are we nearing the end? Throughout history, humanity has gazed up at the stars and wondered about its place in the cosmos. We've built civilizations, explored the deepest oceans, and even journeyed to the moon. But what if our time is running out? What if the end is not a distant echo, but a looming shadow? The Bible, a text revered by billions, speaks of a time unlike any other, an epoch of tribulation, chaos, and ultimately transformation. Within its ancient pages lie prophecies, some shrouded in symbolism, others startlingly clear, that foretell of an end to our world as we know it. Today we embark on a journey through these chilling predictions, exploring 5 prophecies of doom that have captivated and terrified for millennia. Are these mere stories, cautionary tales spun to inspire fear and obedience? Or could they be glimpses into a future that awaits us all? The Book of Revelation, a vision of the end times, unveils a terrifying spectacle, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Astride steeds of white, red, black and pale, they represent conquest, war, famine and death respectively. The first horseman, a conquering force, sweeps across the land, leaving chaos and destruction in his wake. The second, consumed by the fiery lust for war, ignites global conflict, turning brother against brother. As empires crumble and the world burns, the third horseman, riding a black steed, emerges. Famine grips the land, its skeletal hand emptying granaries and leaving despair in its wake. Finally, the fourth horseman, Death himself, rides forth on a pale horse, claiming dominion over a world ravaged by his brethren. Following the cataclysmic ride of the 4 horsemen, the Bible speaks of a time of unparalleled suffering, the Great Tribulation. This is not merely a period of hardship, but an era of global anguish, where humanity is tested like never before. Natural disasters will lay waste to the earth. Earthquakes will split the ground open, swallowing cities whole. Tsunamis, towering walls of water, will crash against the shores, reshaping continents. The very heavens will seem to weep as storms of unprecedented fury rage across the planet. Amidst these physical calamities, humanity will face a deeper darkness. Moral decay will run rampant, with wickedness and depravity seeping into the hearts of men. Brother will betray brother, and the love of many will grow cold. Chapter 3. As the Great Tribulation reaches its terrifying crescendo, the forces of good and evil will collide in the ultimate battle, the Battle of Armageddon. This is not a conflict confined to a single battlefield, but a cosmic struggle that will encompass the entire world. Imagine, if you will, the Valley of Megiddo, transformed into a vast apocalyptic battleground. On one side stand the armies of the righteous, led by the archangel Michael, their armor gleaming with celestial light. Facing them is an army of unimaginable size and ferocity, comprised of those who have sided with the forces of darkness. Leading this unholy legion is the Antichrist, the embodiment of evil, his eyes burning with malevolent power. Chapter 4. Before the final confrontation at Armageddon, the Bible warns of a sinister sign, the mark of the beast. This mark, a symbol of allegiance to the Antichrist, will be more than just a physical inscription. It will represent the utter surrender of one's soul to evil. The Antichrist, a charismatic deceiver, will rise to power, promising peace and prosperity. Millions will be seduced by his false promises, won over by his charisma and apparent power. But his true aim is far more sinister: to establish a dominion of darkness and enslave humanity. Those who refuse to bear his mark, who cling to their faith and refuse to bow to his authority, will face unimaginable persecution. They will be ostracized, hunted and martyred for their beliefs, their unwavering faith, a beacon of light in a world consumed by darkness. Chapter 5. As the forces of darkness appear poised to claim victory, as hope seems all but extinguished, the heavens will split open. The second coming of Christ, a moment prophesied since his ascension, will usher in a new era. Imagine, if you can, the awe and terror as the skies part, as blinding light pierces the darkness. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, will descend from the heavens, not as a babe in a manger, but as a conquering king, his eyes blazing with righteous fire. The wicked will tremble before his might, their armies scattering like dust before a whirlwind. The righteous, those who have endured the trials and tribulations, will be lifted up to join him in his eternal glory. Outro, these prophecies passed down through millennia offer a glimpse into a future fraught with peril and promise. They paint a vivid picture of a world on the brink, a world where darkness threatens to extinguish the light. Whether taken literally or metaphorically, they serve as a stark reminder of the potential end times. The prophecies of doom are not meant to paralyze us with fear, but to awaken us to the fragility of our existence, to remind us that our time on this earth is finite. They challenge us to confront our own mortality, to examine our lives and align ourselves with the forces of good. In the end, the question is not whether these prophecies will come to pass, but how we choose to live in light of them. Will we succumb to fear and despair, or will we rise to meet the challenges ahead, our hearts filled with hope and our spirits ignited by the promise of a new dawn?